Hello, hello. I'm Jasmine Azure. I'm finally getting back into recording videos again. This is my thoughts on the Hell of a Boss trailer. Not Hell of a Boss, Hazbin Hotel. I keep making that mistake, sorry. But let me press play.
Well, hello there, you wayward sinner. Do you like blood, violence, and depravity of a sexual nature?
Oh, Daddy, Do you really expect me to memorize?
Also, isn't that the guy from the pilot? Just saying. Look.
Do you really expect me to memorize this whole script?
Right. So this guy is definitely the guy from the pilot, isn't it? There's obviously Valentino. That's a hellhound at the two hellhounds at the respective cameras. I'm assuming this guy here is like Angel's co-star for this little video. Let's just say, like, cause he's the only person that doesn't seem to have a purpose here, and he seems like he's gonna be a part of the video. That's my assumption anyway. He has a smug little smirk on his face that I don't like. He seems like a cunt.
Of course you do. That's why you're in hell. What would you say?
Hang on, who's that? Is that one of the overlords, or I think it is an overlord. But like, isn't he? I think he was in the pilot as well, actually.
You're in hell.
Also, why is this guy setting himself on fire?
What would you say if I told you there was a place to stay that had none of that? Welcome.
Angel, your man, Serpentius, a couple of his eggs, the two goats that we saw in the pilot as well, and of course Oscar or Husk. Yeah, Husk. The place looks so much better than what it looked like in the pilot. Like, it looks so good. And poor Angel, look at Angel, like, get the fucker smile. Oh no. Even Oscar's smiling. He's like, oh no, my tooth hurts.
Welcome to
Even Charlie, look at them. None of them can pull off a smile this time, except Charlie.
Hazbin Hotel. Your last
And Nifty.
desperate attempt at salvation starts here.
Call now or don't, I don't care. We still don't have a working phone. Call now. I was like, how? How do they call when they can't phone in? When there's nothing to phone in with? Or don't, I don't care. Jesus. Also, can we talk about the fact that this is Alistair?
So,
He made a video television, an ad for the television, even though he has beef with Valentino. Not Valentino, with Vox. It's like, how did he manage that, in fairness?
what do you think?
I'm sorry, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, one note.
I personally think the reason why you hear that like little static sound there when he like when his eyes kind of narrowed as well. Yeah, and the smile got a bit wider. I think that was his I'm gonna kill this bitch kind of thing, because the reason why I say that is because like he's an overlord who only has like, I'm assuming like only a handful of like sinners in his domain or whatever, because he doesn't really strive for power the way some other overlords do. So he has like the likes of Nifty and Husker because like they owe him favors or whatever. So like he's probably not used to being bossed around. So like to have Charlie be like, yeah, so one thing, he's probably like, no, listen here, you friend to fricka. Like it probably annoyed him, probably. Unless he's okay with criticism, but I don't know. We don't know anything about these characters yet to be able to know. Is he the sort who could take criticism, or take that one note thing that Charlie said?
One note.
Like, look at him. Like, his eyes.
Yeah, one note.
Just the just the narrowing of the eyes and the wideness smile, it just gives FU vibes. It just gives I will effing kill you.
This place is about second chances to convince.
Look at her face. She like this. She's so pretty here, and she's looking at Charlie with so much love. It's so pretty. Also, all of this bordered upness. So I'm assuming they like help, because in the other trailers so far, nothing has been bordered up. Unless like they have to border up during like the whatchamacallit, the angel attacks or whatever. So like the borders come up and they come down. Maybe.
People of hell can be redeemed.
Also, Angel. I'm just now noticing that he's wearing like I was gonna say like the hat makes him look like a mafioso, a mafioso, but the entire outfit is actually mafioso. Like he has a tie that he doesn't usually wear. Yeah, well he wears a bow tie. So like he's wearing a tie now, and these like booty short things. I don't know what the hell these are. That's new to me. I wasn't expecting that. But with the hat and the tie, he full on looks like a mafioso. The fucking hat. Oh my god, Husker's hat makes him look like a musician. Not a musician, a magician.
Can be redeemed.
And just Nifty giggling.
Hi, mister.
Go fuck yourself!
Is he like a sea? He's kind of giving like a ocean vibes. You know what I mean? Like sea creature type vibes. And like these eyes, I'm assuming he's like high or not overdosing, the opposite of overdosing. He's, what's the word? It's when you have an addiction but you can't get the thing you're addicted on. So you're in withdrawals. That's it. He's this makes me think he's in withdrawals. And also probably homeless. And who's this like cat-like chick in the back as well? Does no one know that she's the princess of hell, or do they just not care? Do they just not care? Because like the fact that she can just go, "Hey, Mister," and then get cursed out.
Mister,
Go fuck yourself!
have you ever wanted?
Also, this little, yeah, it is. This is Alistair's microphone. So like the fact that I'm assuming Alistair gave it to her.
Go fuck yourself!
Have you?
I don't know, it goes too quickly to see. Yeah, we can't see Alistair actually handing it to her, but I'm assuming he's handing it to her, because this is definitely Alistair's microphone. I know, I think that's fascinating. Like, that says something to me. I don't know if it's a closeness or not, because I want to say it's a show of closeness, the fact that he gave her, like, his radio to sing with. But then again, isn't that the radio that Alistair uses, not the radio, the microphone that Alistair uses to like broadcast his carnage? So maybe he gave it to her so the entirety of hell could hear her. I'm just now noticing that, like maybe that's it. That it's so everyone in hell can get the message of, yeah, we're going to war with heaven. Buckle up. Get on board, get out of the way.
Have you ever wanted something that was so clear in your mind that you could taste it?
This cunt. Also, what's with the like spikes in your shit? Like what the, like he's too pointy for an angel. also, I was saying this in like an earlier kind of to myself really earlier on, is that like, why is he in heaven more than less than an angel? Why is he in heaven? Never mind an angel, because isn't this Adam? It's like the first man. Like, isn't the whole like mythology of of Eve and Adam is that they're the first humans to sin, and because that they introduced sin to humanity, and that's what led the rest of humanity to be able to go to the likes of hell, right? So not only is like hell his freaking fault, but why is he in heaven when, as the first sinners in existence, basically, why is he in heaven and not in hell, where he should be as a fellow sinner? And that bears my question of where the fuck is Eve? Because in the mythology, she's the one who first took a bite out of the apple. So does that mean she's the one forced to pay the penance of the sin, and she's the one who's in hell? Like, I'm assuming she's in heaven too, and we might get to see her at some point. But like, what if? Because like, one, why is he in heaven when, for all intents and purposes, he should probably be in hell for the sin of eating the apple that they were forbidden from eating from? Like, it wasn't just, well, in some mythologies, I think it was that, yeah, it was that Eve gave the apple to Adam and that he took a bite of as well. So the mythology is that they both ate an apple from the tree that they weren't allowed to eat from, right? So why is he in heaven? And it bears the question of, is Eve in heaven too? I think she probably is, but why though?
You're gonna help sinners?
Oh, just Charlie's face here. She's like, ugh, asshole. Is this, I believe, Luce, is it? The fact that she has like blood on her as well. It's weird to think of with the angels being so like lackluster in colors, right? Like the idea that the Hellborn are more colorful, where these cunts are literally just black and white and grey and shit. Except Adam with his gold touches. But still, like, one, why is he an angel and such a high ranking one at that? Because like, you can see the difference in Halo as well, and the fact that the Halo is black with a white outline as well. Not to mention the horns are very much like what you call it, imp horns. Not to mention, is it the same thing with the imp horns, that like she's a female, so she has the black with the white, tiny little strips of white in her horns, whereas he's male, so he gets a more pointed and thicker horn that's all just the one color. Because so far I think he's the only male angel we've seen.
Sinners? Fucking hilarious!
It's a feeling like a rumbling in your gut. I just hope what I'm trying.
It's sad to see Charlie crying here, and also the fact that she gains pupils while she's crying. It looks like she's in the hotel here as well. So I'm fascinated to find out what this scene is about.
Just hope
To see what it is she's actually crying about.
trying to do here will work.
Are you?
This scene here makes it look like they're kind of touching foreheads, which is so cute to think about.
Are you fucking?
And his voice is now different as well. I kind of miss his old voice because it was deeper, I think.
Hi?
Here, hold this.
Also, her voice. I swear to God, Cherry Bomb's voice sounds familiar to me. It does. And I like her voice. I actually do.
Here, hold this.
I'm telling you, I've
Are
heard
you
that
fucking
voice
high?
before.
Here, hold this.
I like her voice. It's nice. I don't know if it suits her, but it's nice. It's a nice voice. And even Charlie's voice as well. I was thinking that when I was listening to this, is that I really like Charlie's voice as well. It gives off very princess vibes, which is exactly what you want for a princess character.
Ah, oh my god, oh my god. For the first time in my life. Holy shit, why?
This whole cannibalism thing, my theory about why Rosie, we'll see her later on in this, why she's getting involved with the whole hell thing, fighting against the angels thing, is my theory is that after someone gets cannibalized, they just they remanifest, right? Like they get eaten and they reform after whoever's eating them is done with the body. Right, the key is the reform, because we know that the only thing to truly kill someone is the angels' weapons. So that's my guess, that they reform after getting cannibalized, which means Rosie, her product is never ending because there's always a new supply going in, but there's always the old supply that can't fucking die, that will just keep going and going and going, and they'll just re-cannibalize whoever they want to cannibalize, whatever. Whereas when the angels kill someone, yeah, they're able to kill the corpse, or they're able to cannibalize the new corpse or whatever, but it's a one-time deal. They get to cannibalize this person once and then never again. They don't materialize again after that. So in a way, it means that Rosie has lost profits because has less product. That's my theory's reason why she's getting involved in the whole against heaven thing, because there's a difference between getting to cannibalize the same person multiple times potentially, which just sounds awful for the person getting cannibalized, but versus only getting cannibalized someone once after they've already been killed and they stay dead, and that's it, never again. So that's my kind of thoughts on that. That like that she loses product at the end of the day.
Ready for this, ready to be.
We got 24 hours.
Also, the fact that Angel has this kind of like I know that it's not Angel, Heaven has this kind of embassy, I guess, in hell. It's a bit concerning. Maybe not concerning, but like I know that this is the tower that where they count down the extermination. But my problem with this building specifically is that it means that Heaven has an embassy in hell. I bet you 10 to 1 there's no equivalent for heaven. There's no hell agency or hell. This is like a one-sided deal. You know what I mean? Which just it gives it like a kind of controlling air to it. Like, and I know that's probably what the whole extermination thing is in the first place. It's a controlling tactic. But like this as well, the fact that they have a space specifically for themselves in hell, it says a lot. It's kind of gives off this like as a typical thought when it comes to like heaven, like this kind of higher than thy, like we don't want to touch any of your things, so we'll carve our own little space here, because it stands out from everything else. It's very much not for this place, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, yeah, it's very higher than thy snobbish kind of give off, you know what I mean?
Got 24 hours before the extermination
Then we see it again. I'm assuming this is a different one because it doesn't look as
begins.
fancy as the
Let's
other
get
one.
to work.
And although I kind of feel unsteady now.
Oh yeah, and the different horns as well, see? Yeah, see, like, there's literally just here in this one image, three different types of horns. One where they curves back, another where they're just curved back, and then another where they're straight up. If this is how angels genuinely look, they look more demonic than the fucking imps and the like. Between the horns, the face, the weapons.
Now I need to be ready for this.
They're gonna fucking die. They're gonna die.
I don't know how to feel about Vox's voice. Gonna be real with you. Also, what are these lines here? I'm assuming it's like drool or some kind of excess from whatever the fuck he's drinking. But still, it's just like, my guy, wipe your screen. I was gonna say face, but like screen. And I don't know how to feel about his voice. I know we haven't heard his voice before, I'm pretty sure. But like, I don't know, it's not the voice I kind of imagined for this guy. I was also kind of, I think I was expecting, but then it's a TV, it's a flat screen TV at that, not like an old timey TV. Because I was kind of expecting like Alistair type detail where like they become some sort of like staticky type sound, you know what I mean? Some type of mechanical, technical, tech-y type sound. But I don't know. But then but as I was saying, it's a flat screen TV, but then he has like not cables, but like little antennae here as well. So like you could say they like lose a signal or whatever and becomes whatever you call it, techy sounding. Yeah, I don't know what to make of his voice, but yeah. I'm fascinated to see how much, like, how his role as an antagonist is gonna manifest. I was asking this question to myself earlier, but like, are the cannibals the only ones with like pointed teeth? Because like we know Alice is a cannibal and he has the pointed teeth, and she is a cannibal and she has the pointed teeth. And all these cunts behind are probably under like Rosie's domain, so they are probably her cannibals. And they all have pointed teeth. I love the song as well, like the song they're all singing it, like, oh, that's actually a really cute picture I managed to catch it on. It's just Charlie looking at Alistair and him kind of smirking back. I don't know. I don't know why, but right now Alistair's giving me Dazai vibes, you know, like Dazai Osamu. He's giving me Dazai vibes. Which is not particularly a good thing. But that's a cute image to kind of get paused on. It looks like she's like looking at Angel or Alistair, and she's like, oh, thank you, Alistair. And like he's making eye contact with her. I don't know, it seems so nice. And also the wings here. What's this about? And I was looking at this, and we know that the what's his name, Lucifer, kind of sees hell like a circus. And if you look at this looks like the top of a circus tent. Like there's the lights, there's lines that indicate like the red and whites usually of like a circus tent. That's what this makes me think of. But then it's a round circular halo type thing. It looks like a portal as well, just done by Lucifer. He has 6 wings in total. Also, the fact that he still has wings as a fallen angel, because isn't that the whole mythology that like you lose wings when you're a fallen angel? But still, it's cool that he still has his wings, and that he has so many of them. And like we saw with the other angels, they have like they're grey, black, and white, where his are mainly just white and then fully black. Like again, is it a case that this is how his wings have always looked, or did they change after he fell and they lost most of the white and now they're mostly black? And they're like mostly black to indicate that he's a fallen angel. Because like we don't know if this is how they looked originally or not. Also, this spear is also completely different from the spear we saw her with before. Oh my god, her eye patch, is that... Why does it look different? I think it's just her hair covers it so mostly most of the time that we kind of never see the eye patch too much. When it comes to this, hang on, sorry, I keep missing the frame. I want to stop it on. Who is she attacking? That's my question. She's attacking someone. Who is she attacking? Is it an angel? Is it one of the exterminator angels? Is someone attacking Charlie? Because she's supposed to like work as Charlie's bodyguard as well, isn't she? So it's like, did someone attack Charlie? Is it one of the angels? Who is she attacking? Also, this is so pretty. Look at her with her hair up. It's so pretty. And then Charlie having a bit of magic. It seems kind of angelic magic as well. Love her hair. And she's smiling and like, so I'm assuming this is when they were fixing up the hotel. And then there's Angel or Charlie's like, I bet you like that's the plan that we saw in the pilot with like, because you can see the rainbow on it. So at some point during her talks with Adam, he becomes too much of a cunt, and this is her response, where she goes full demoness. Yeah, got it. The hair comes out, the eye colors. The eye color shifts. And like it goes in the opposite direction. It inverts. So the pupils are yellow and the pupil is red and the like outer is yellow, but then when she's mad it's the other way around. The outer becomes red and the inner becomes yellow. And then fire as well. And she grows a horn. Why does his power manifest as a guitar? Also, when I first saw this woman, her, my one and only fear when I saw her was, this better not be like a new redesign of Lilith. I don't want this to be Lilith. Because this, right? This is Lilith. This is Lilith. This is my Lilith, alright? So when I first saw her, I was like, please don't let this be some redesign of Lilith. Because like I know that there's no reason to indicate that it is Lilith, but my only thought was, do not be Lilith. Do not be some type of redesign of Lilith. Because the only people so far we've seen wearing crowns has been Lucifer and Lilith. And I think there's probably like a picture of Charlie wearing a crown somewhere. Like not just fan art, but like I'm pretty sure it's in the pilot somewhere. But yeah, the only people we've ever seen wear crowns has been so far the royal family of hell. So when I saw the crown, I was like, please don't be Lilith, right? And I don't think it is, honestly. But who would she be exactly? Like she seems like she's probably an angel because this is glowing and all this. I don't know what to make of her facial expression. It seems distressed. It's like there's these little lines and then her eyebrows as well. And the smile is big. And there's literal fire in her eyes. I don't know what to make of this expression. Like, is this... she's gleeful or... there's like... it's kind of like a mix of gleefulness / distress for some reason. Which makes me think, like, why? I did see a theory somewhere that this is Vaggie's mother. And that thought is just scary. The fact that this might be her mother. I think it's probably an angel. I think it's probably like a higher ranking angel. My other thought about her was she might be Eve. I don't think so, honestly. Because then why does Adam look so completely different? Why would Adam look like this if this is Eve? You know what I mean? So I don't think it's Eve. I am wondering, are we actually ever gonna see Eve? I would actually like to see Eve, because like the whole mythology is that like Lilith is the first wife, but she refused to be submissive. She, and as far as she's concerned, her and Adam are equal, and then she was like thrown aside or whatever, and then Eve came into the picture. And I've seen theories that like Adam will be kind of spiteful towards Lilith or whatever. Maybe, who knows? I don't really know about that. But I think it'd be interesting between Lilith and Eve, and I would love if they actually had some kind of, I don't know, friendshipy kind of thing where like where Eve just kind of bitches about Adam, and Lilith's like, "Oh, I know, girl. I know he's a cunt. I'm glad to have gotten away from him." And then Eve is just like, "Ugh, I'm unfortunately sharing space with him, aka heaven. There's no getting away from him for me." You know, like I find I have that mental image, and it just seems so funny to me. Where Lilith's just kind of like, well, I've got a man who doesn't demand that I make myself lesser for him or something. I'm curious to see the dynamics between Lilith and Lucifer, the dynamics between Adam and maybe Eve, if we ever see Eve. If there's any dynamics between Eve, Lucifer, and Adam, and Lilith. And obviously, like, Charlie's dynamics with her parents. I don't know who. I'm so curious about why there's fire in her eyes. Is this like. But I don't know. Also, my boy Angel looks really good here. And the little flash of the tooth as well. Look at his face too. I wonder how much of like Angel side of things we're gonna see. I know he's like the main character, one of the main characters, and he's like the main redemption dude. You know what I mean? Like the one who's kind of like, I know he's not actively looking for redemption, but like the whole premise of the hotel, and he was like the first resident of the hotel. So I'm curious to see his side of things. I'm really looking forward to the show, because I've been doing this thing with a show where I don't let myself think about it too much, in the sense that like I don't want to get my hopes up about things just for those things to never be addressed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I ship Angel and Alistair, and I want to see something with them, and then the show pushes Angel and Husker instead. You know what I mean? Because like, I do ship the idea of Angel and Alistair, because I think that'd be kind of an interesting dynamic, really. And I'll probably do a video on this later on, probably like technically next year, like in January, when it's closer to when Hazbin is going to release. Because I want to talk about the fact that I don't really ship Angel and Alistair, or Angel and Husker, and I do ship the idea of Angel and Alistair, but I haven't like let myself like indulge in the idea of that, because I don't want to get my hopes up for something the show will probably not deliver on, right? But I at least want some type of friendship between Angel and Alistair, at least. But like that's one of the main things. Like, I don't want to get my expectations up about like a specific thing, and then the show has no intention of delivering on. You know what I mean? Like, how that happens a lot with like fandom type things, where the fandom will get their hopes up for like one thing or another, XYZ, but then the show or the game or whatever never so much as touches XYZ, and they're over here on ABC doing ABC things, and then I will get disappointed that there was no XYZ, which would make me not like the thing as much as I could have. Like, I think that's what happened with me with Breath of the Wild. There were so many theories about the story for Breath of the Wild, and then the story was stuck in the past, and you couldn't really interact with the story in game, and so it made me disappointed with the story we did get. So after that, I realized I'm the one who hyped up the story, the idea of the story in my mind, and because of that, it made me disappointed with what we did get. So I didn't want to do that with this, with Hazbin Hotel, where I'd like hype up XYZ things just so the show would probably never touch those things. So I'm looking forward to finally finding out what these characters do, act like, think like, how they interact with each other. That's part of the reason why I'm looking forward to it so much, because I'm trying not to let my expectations run away with themselves. I'm looking forward to seeing what the show itself is going to give, because there's lots they could do with XYZ things. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to find out what they're going to do with Angel, find out what they're going to do with Alistair, find out what they're going to do with Husker and Nifty and Charlie and Vaggie and all of these things. And like, that's just the characters. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Heaven and Hell. You know what I mean? Like, with that whole war shenanigan. Because that's something that never really occurred to me when it came to the whole, like, trying to redeem a sinner thing. Right? Because, again, as I said, I was trying not to let myself think about it too much. So I'd never really came to mind that, like, hey, this could result in a war between Heaven and Hell. But it's going to be so interesting to see. Again with the hat. How am I just now noticing the hat again? I've noticed every other detail when it comes to him, except the hat. Like, I've noticed the little bow tie, and then I see the hat. I'm like, how long's the hat been there?
It's time I remind everyone why I...
Okay, this part.
Everyone why...
It's like his voodoo shenanigans. And then we see it here. That's the green of Alistair. This seems to be, I guess, the mob. Right?
Why I'm here.
Yeah, and then whatever the hell this is. So the hotel is getting attacked, and we're seeing Alistair be the one to defend it. And deal with the threat like that. Like, instantly sweeping these guys aside and dealing with the situation. It's like Alistair really is invested in the hotel, at least invested in the whole like going to war with Heaven thing. To the point where he's defending the hotel. So I'm looking forward to seeing more stuff like this. And this woman as well. It goes a little too fast. Hang on. Her. I know her from somewhere. I think she was part of... Because isn't the show like originally from a sketch of a different thing? I've seen her from that before. I'm really curious about her because... Why is she in this trailer? You know? Like, who is she? Why is she here? And there's... Oh, missed it. Adam. Going for a punch. I keep missing it. There. Who's he attacking? It better not be our girl Charlie. Just smack him out of the sky like a goddamn fly. Just, like, Lucifer better show the fuck up and be like, just like, not my daughter, you bitch. You know? Or even Lilith. Like either one, like both of them, even just like just swatting him out of the sky, like asshole. And then this, and like we see like the little crown on Lucifer's head, and the literal hellfire. And then yeah, like this is very circus themed in the back. Looks like a very tent type thing. And then Angel and or not Angel, these two, they're so cute. They are so cute. Look at them. Look at them. I'm looking forward to seeing the dynamics of these two. Like they seem so sweet and so in love. Look at them like holding hands, and like Vaghi has her hand on either Charlie's face or in her hair. They look so in love, and I love that for them. And like if that theory about Vaghi being an angel is true, I don't know what to do with that, because what does that mean? Because like when I thought that Vaghi was just a sinner, I was like, how did a sinner get close enough to the princess of hell? But even with the added bonus of she might not be a sinner, she might be an angel, it bears the question again of like, how did that happen? So I hope we get like some kind of backstory about them and how they became a thing. Even if it is Vaghi is just like a sinner of hell, I still want to know how they became a thing, because that seems so interesting. And if she is like a former angel, where she like was one of those people who came down to attack hell, how did her and your one become a thing? Why? You know, like, and not to mention that means that Vaghi gave up heaven for Charlie, the princess of hell. If that is the case, can you imagine? I couldn't imagine at all. And her hair is so nice like this, and they're just so cute. I want to see more of their dynamic. And then these two goofballs. Not you, Adam. Go away for a second. Ugh. I keep missing the bit. Yeah. Well, that's not a good enough shot of them, but... Shit. That's a good shot. We'll talk about this for a second. That's loot, is it? And like she still has the bloodstains on her. And he just smashed a clock, I guess. Mm. Oh, it's a little light. Why is he so angry? Like, why is he destroying this? I want to know what Heaven's deal is, because it seems corrupt as fuck. Like, it seems corrupt as all hell, honestly. It seems corrupt in a lot of ways, and I'm wondering how much we'll get to see, and see just how corrupt it is or isn't. I'm pretty sure it is corrupt, because it seems like there's a kind of price, not price, but like there has to be some sort of like, what's the word, some type of scam about getting into heaven or not. You know what I mean? Because remember that like one cherub episode in Hell of a Boss, where literally that dude was, for all intents and purposes, on his way to hell, and he was about to commit suicide, and he was looking forward to going to hell, and then the cherub showed up like, oh, if you do XYZ, you can be in heaven, and someone in heaven paid your way into heaven or something. I'm like, what? So like, how many people in heaven are in heaven but don't deserve to be there because someone like offered them a place there? The fact that like it seems like heaven is like an invite only type deal, you know what I mean? It's just seems odd. Not odd in like Like in a storytelling sort of way, I hope it gets added on to. Do you know what I mean? Like I hope we get to see something about that. But like it does make it seem like that there's a kind of that heaven is a scam. That it's not, it doesn't go to those who are deserving, it goes to those who, you know, have someone else pay their way into heaven or whatever.
I really hope that I'm ready for this.
I'm a bad man who
Hang
never
on,
got
let me go
enough.
back. Also, like this effect where it's darkness, but you can see his face. Like that's so cool. And then all of Pentagram City just literally going out. Is this the hotel here? No, that's the hotel. I think that seems more like it's the hotel's silhouette. So I mean, the hotel is like in the outskirts, right? And then this is, I'm assuming this is the heaven place. Yeah, that's definitely the heaven place because it's literally, yeah, it's glowing. It's literally glowing with lights like this. The way it's sectioned off as well, I'm just now noticing it's the star. It's the pentagram. Because, like, see the star? It's like it's cut off there, different color there, different color, different color, different color. Then, like, the outskirts as well. That's really cool. That's a really cool detail. The fact that the Heaven Embassy thing is dead center of all of this. They kind of carved out a big chunk for themselves, haven't they? Just a little. It's because it's big enough, and then that's definitely the hotel. All these like jagged rocks and shit. Goddamn. Almost like a moon type thing. And there's heaven. But this bears the question, like, why does everything go out? Why? What happened to the power? Is that what Adam just did when he destroyed this? When he destroyed this little light thing? It keeps happening too fast. I need to capture it again. Yeah, I keep missing it, but yeah, like maybe that's what happened. He destroyed that little light thing, and then Pentagram City was just in darkness. Also, I keep not talking about Angel and Husker.
I really hope that
I don't know what to make of this, honestly. I don't know what the hell they're getting up to. This is clearly a musical number as well. But, like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, why are they singing? What are they singing about? I don't know what to make of this at all. And to all, like, the people who ship these two, I'm sorry I don't see it. It's... I can see them as friends, honestly. I guess. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what to think of this at all.
I really hope that I'm ready for this.
I'm a bad man
This part keeps making me laugh as well.
who never got enough hugs.
The crease that he gets in his eye, in his face. Like this was already here, but it gets kind of thicker here. And then this here, when he says the never got enough hugs line, I feel like it hit close to home. Oh god. Just this entire scene.
Where's an innocent kid I can sell crack to?
Just a little point. Just the point.
Who wrote this?
It's great, right?
Just Maggie looking at Charlie and
Keep
then
going.
looking back at Angel. And then Angel's face here is just like, oh fuck, I can't say anything, it's Charlie. Like, he was about to tear this apart. He was about to be like, who wrote this garbage? And then she's like, it's great, right? And like, oh god, okay. I just looking at her like, you've never you don't know anything. He's just looking at her like naive. It's so funny.
Well, hello there, you wayward.
Yeah. I love the song though. I love that song. I'm looking forward to seeing that song. Oh, is that Rosie's? Yeah, it is. It's Rosie's in the back. You can see the sign that says Rosie's. So this is like Rosie's Emporium or whatever. So I might be right about this being her like entourage of cannibals. Yeah, so I was saying earlier about like a lot of sinners having pointed teeth, and maybe only the cannibals get the pointed teeth. But the fact that Adam also has the pointed teeth, and we know Angel has pointed teeth as well. As far as I know, he's not a cannibal. So like it might be just a detail that most sinners have pointed teeth, and he has pointed teeth too for some reason.
It's time I remind everyone why I'm here.
I really hope that I'm ready for this.
I'm looking
I'm
forward
a
to
bad
January.
man who never got enough hugs.
Hang on, let me stop it.
Gonna die.
Oh, this is how I want to end it. Yep, that's it. That's the end of the thing for me. That one. That I just realized I had that in full screen the entire time. You probably couldn't see half of the things I was talking about, but it's too late now. Nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, I love this picture of these two. It's a cute picture. It's so cute. But yeah, I don't know what else to say here. I'm looking forward to Hazbin. I really am. I'm looking forward to the 19th of January of 2024. Can you believe it? To me, right now, it's the 31st of December. I'd probably be posting this soon, probably. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that Hazbin. I want to see everything. I'm so curious about what they're gonna do with all of it. And it seems like the conflict with heaven happens season 1, unless like I know like because they're not gonna like be resolving anything, but there's definitely something already happening with heaven in season 1, unless we're given glimpses of season 2 as well in there. You know what I mean? It's like it makes me so curious, like what's actually gonna happen, how is it gonna happen, when's it gonna happen, season 1, 2, what's going on there. But I'm looking forward to this, genuinely looking forward to this. I'll probably be doing like a lot of Hazbin things. Not Hazbin, Hell of a Boss. Or, yes, Hell of a Boss, but like Hazbin Hotel. Hazbin Hotel stuff when it's eventually out. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be talking about it a lot, I presume. It's one of the things I'm having the most ease of talking about recently. So I'm going to stop this here. Um, put this up, and maybe I'll play a video game next and start playing games on here again. I recently got the Avatar game ages ago now. I've been wanting to play that, and it'd be like a good kind of thing to like get back into recording again, I think. So I'm gonna do that, I think. Maybe not like immediately after this, but it's something I'm thinking about. So I'm gonna stop here. I'll like, comment, and subscribe, and all these sorts of things as well. Yep. Be seeing you next year, 2024. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to everything Hazbin has to offer in 2024.